Okay, we are going to pull for Sunday. We have a 50-50, 32 pity, and 128 special passes. This is 42, 52. Alright, 62, 72. Should I do single pulls? 73. Fine, we'll do it. 10 pull. 85. Come on, please. Robin is waiting. We won that 50-50. I was worried. Yeah. I'm a little hesitant about it, but everyone keeps saying Sunday's light cone is like a must pull. You got me interested. So we only have 2 pity. 12. I don't have a whole lot, so 22. 32. 42. 52. Okay. That's a little early. Please. Please, please, please. Oh yeah! There we go. Okay, we're good. We can stop. We can stop. We're good. Ooh, that's scary. I only have a little bit over 30 now. I better save. And we have the express gift over here, which is just a free 5-star from the standard. And I think I'm gonna get her. No! Yay! We are apparently gonna discuss our next destination.
Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Yeah. There's no record of this world in the databank, not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection.
In that case, we best take the time to think it over.
Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
Oh yeah. Seeing how it's gonna be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make some preparations for the journey.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
So Sunday's POV. Several weeks later, Golden Hour Penacony.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head? I've heard another theory about that family head, though.
That he's right there?
I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work, then.
Excuse me, sir.
What do you mean, Bro, he doesn't even have the hood over his head.
Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
The real question is, who is
You
that
sure
next
have
to
a
Simon?
knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
She would help, I'm just saying.
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh? She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Robin's looking for you, so...
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wits' end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Oh great, we don't know why we're here.
You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
Nope.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place. I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. My guess is that it's simply
1
part
Week
of the
also
aftermath
has
of the Stellaron
Thunder's
incident.
ability?
Aftermath.
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday.
Workday!
He works for me. You don't know
Renowned
him?
workaholic.
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things.
Oh,
Let's see what we have on these notes.
okay. Conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe, they just have not been reviewed.
No consumption of food except for
These are some pretty
burgers.
weird rules.
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now, let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet.
No, thank you.
Yeah, let's not try that.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
That doesn't work.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Try me.
Wait, don't!
Oh, in a blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into Wongwei's stomach.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage.
Alright, I'm on the stage! Oh,
Let's try that again.
oh, it kicks me out.
What's going on?
Guide
What do you mean, what's
those who've
going
lost
on?
their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
Is gonna get puked up.
I tried to warn you.
Yep. Ha!
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing.
Do not discard trash in trash cans.
What a weird one.
This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this.
Let's put just a classic Soul Glad in there.
Something's happening.
Golden trash.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe where?
I don't know. Oh, hey. Can I get my bottle cap thing?
Oh, there it is.
Here's your money.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this. Wait.
AKA putting your
May I
money
remind
too.
you that I am currently on the run.
Oh my god. Just give the damn cat.
Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
What a greedy... Okay. It's just one bottle cap.
Shall we give this capsule
grief.
machine a try and see what happens?
Ooh, what's gonna happen? Let me guess, I get trash.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the
You
capsule?
shouldn't have done that! Since warnings have proven futile, punishment is now inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? Oh, no.
Oh. They're just gonna get rid of me.
It's of no consequence.
Bro, can you not kill my brand new character?
In this, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Let's go.
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl! Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Hi.
The location of the distortion is nearby.
Alright. Tuning. Reminds me of
Oh, there it
elemental
is.
energy in Genshin.
It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader.
Sometime before I turned 6, like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
That sounded like a cute story.
You're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Yeah, for real.
When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now, we should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. You okay?
Oh.
I
thought
fine.
Will knew.
May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
Welt is sharp. You cannot fool him.
Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short
we
sentences?
got caught.
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Sunday, unreservedly, shares his story with Will.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
Fair enough.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Unless something went wrong.
If you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
Oh?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Well, what?
Or these ladies?
What?
How?
Okay, if Welt doesn't know what's happening, then I don't know what's happening.
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Returning to the Trailblazers POV. Yeah, what happened? Meanwhile, the Trailblaze stirred.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail
Why
to
the hell
find
are
their
you
way
here?
into the lives of organic life forms? I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right, so this has to be revealed to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Eons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence.
Who?
I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrances technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ruan May's acquaintance a while back. We even went to the Kalinga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ruan May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and Fathers apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Zanzhou, considering her unique position within the lines.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
Literally!
Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
I don't know what happened. Apparently, there are many Tengyuns here. That's so helpful.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
Oh.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot.
Oh, of course
That's how we
I
got
did.
into this. Miss Tingyun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
Okay.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Okay, but like, make sure no one else sees, I guess.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Welt fills them in on what he's been through.
Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Oh, that's true.
Let's leave this discussion for later.
Find a Tingyun that is easy to communicate with. Well, Tingyun?
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild.
There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
What the hell?
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day?
So, what do you think, Sonny?
He's like, don't call me that.
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way?
First work
Took a
day,
leaf
now
out of this
Sonny.
Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche. At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it.
There we
The
go.
only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Sleepwalking, money grower Tingyun, kitty Tingyun.
You can't fly? I can.
Tingyun. No, not the sleepwalking one. Out of my way.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage.
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead.
That is true.
Why would the Tingyun even know what a tuning is? She's probably like, I don't know what that is, but okay. Oh. What the hell?
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
You're the only one who performed tuning, so...
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Well, I'm glad it worked, I guess?
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Beautiful Tingyun, that's what that one is.
Tingyun! You're finally back!
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Oh. I didn't even know it could be like that.
Don't be afraid.
Ruanmei's experiments are so unethical.
What is this place?
There's no way any of this was a happy story.
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I?
What? Hey, what is all that?
This path is so dark. Yet it's strange.
Oh.
Could it be that this isn't that looks so familiar? Does she want to lead me somewhere? This girl is...
Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds, Tingyun.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her? These are...
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway.
So what?
Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
No, it's gonna get me. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're trying to kill me?
Is this called coexisting?
Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge.
Hi.
The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh, no wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So,
a wandering spirit in a way.
Trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not. Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them.
After that, she asked the express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Uh-huh. But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there.
Okay. We better hurry then.
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
A bit mysterious.
That's just the nature of the Foxians. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Was there anything particularly memorable?
High EQ, extremely flexible, high EQ.
That's true. I'd love to learn how you do it.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
No. To be honest. But I don't think she's gonna like that answer. This is a very different person.
Wait. Don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
I should have said the third option.
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Luofu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well, but after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
That's sweet. I'm so bit confused. It's time to rethink I... Nah, you're welcome.
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm.
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I've prepared for you.
What?
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order.
Oh, that's so nice.
Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Oh!
Long time no see, everyone. Tingyun. I'm here to take you home.
I'll give you some space.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
May I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Oh.
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
Oh?
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Who?
Is that...
Huh?
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now. Madame Yukong, do you remember... Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot.
Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never, Madame Yukong. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns?
Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless.
A moment of silence lingers after that. Departure is often indistinguishable from parting, yet they are fortunate enough not to have to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
Perfect.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
No, you should show yourself.
As you wish.
I mean, come on. Robin has to know. Otherwise, this is a pretty sad parting.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course, you don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many paths and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say. If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people. But because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We don't have to soar into the sky together. Because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
Miss 1 Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best. I'm still inexperienced.
I already see the puzzle.
So let's
I
just
already
hope we get
see what
lucky.
it is. It's the dove. Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
It is this... A scrolled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind.
Uh-huh.
The second jigsaw piece.
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay, let's use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing, staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well, too. Finish this puzzle. Look at that charming dove.
It's done. Have a look.
That painting feels like a blessing, and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Aww. Miss Robin. You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end? Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
Yeah.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
Turn back around and show yourself, dummy!
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't?
1 week. Reveal him right now. Reveal Sunday right now.
I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
Ouch.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry. I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. Into 2.
I'm starting to think that challenge was not a normal
Are you saying
challenge.
that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe, if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form.
I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated.
I think you will still pretty much be the same, to be honest.
I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything.
Yeah, that's the opposite of order.
Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs.
Aww.
Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the express? Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate, and see if I can embrace all that I detest. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
one must first step back onto the stage!
I see.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. In this, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show no mercy. Disorderly noise!
The time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me?
Disorderly
Heard the call.
noise!
Torment and doubt, farewell.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is business.
I just wanted Genuine to shine and use Sunday and Robin in some way.
Gods awaken!
It's okay, we're almost there.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it off! All in.
Disorderly noise!
Hedge your bets, huh?
Show no mercy.
Show no mercy.
grant myself departure.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony. Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
I see.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Yeah.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
Oh.
Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless.
No way!
I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me...
Please ask.
Come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now.
Yay! I didn't think I would be happy about that, but I am now, sometime later.
So this is why I brought him here.
Everyone's like, what the hell?
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time's a bit different. Before making any decision, Traveler or what? Not Traveler. Trailblazer, I want to hear what you think. Me? In this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You are a noble person. You always want to be in control. You've disappointed many people. You're a noble person. I can't deny that you always have compassion in your heart. And even though we may view things differently, I agree with what you stand for. I believe there's a way, a better way, to achieve your ideal. 7 rest days may be just a metaphor, but I look forward to the day when it comes true. We can be friends. Nothing is for certain anyway. An enemy yesterday may be a friend today. No, newbie! He can join the Astral Express crew. Welcome aboard the Astral Express. I second that.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy. So I guess I'm okay too.
He did get nerfed.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Hearn again before you set off. She helped us look into Amphorius. Even though nothing new came up, I should at least let her know we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interastral network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Hearn could be making a move again.
No, we're still not quite there.
What is happening on the space station?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice.
That's a lot of Hurtas.
You must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Alright, and that's it. The next time we come back, we'll be going to a new planet, which is pretty exciting. Sunday had his own wanderer moment. That's pretty much what just happened. So, yeah. Intriguing stuff. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.